Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's so great to be here with you guys today. I am excited to talk about radical self care today and to share with you three breathing exercises that I love to do that I find really effective. And I'll tell you what they are and what they're good for. So, earlier this week, I was hit with some crazy allergies. What's up, Rin? I see you, girl. I was hit with some crazy allergies, and this whole left side of my face was like super congested. I knew it was allergies because as soon as I started taking an antihistamine, it cleared up and I was good to go. But what it made me realize is, my goodness, breath is so important, and I didn't realize how much I rely on my breathing exercises to keep me grounded and to keep me clear and to give me some real sense of like pizzazz and life. So I'm going to share with you a couple different exercises and do them with you today so that you can begin to incorporate these as needed. So I will say, one of the reasons why I really want to incorporate some more breath work in terms of the radical resilience and radical self-care is, the COVID-19, the coronavirus does affect our lungs. And so we want to make sure that we're really doing things to support that and to make sure that our cardiovascular system is healthy. And certainly, like, deep breathing can help us maintain a good sense of cardiovascular health. And if you aren't already doing some little bit of cardio in your life, I would highly recommend it, even if it's just to go outside and do some brisk walking. So without further ado, let's talk about these breathing exercises. The first exercise I'm going to do with you is very, very simple. It's from the ancient Hawaiian shamanic system of Huna, and it's a grounding breath. And when you do this kind of breathing, what you're doing is really connecting to the earth element. So you're able to ground your energy and connect with the earth element. And so it's really simple. You just draw breath in through your nose for, say, a count of 2 or 3. And then you exhale for twice as long on an H-A ha sound. So it looks and sounds like this. You draw breath in. So for those of you who are yogis and do Ujjayi breathing, this is a little bit like that, except that you're opening your mouth and letting the sound come out of your mouth rather than keeping your mouth sealed. But you are constricting the back of your throat ever so slightly so that you can make that ha sound. Now you really want to lengthen the exhale so that it is truly twice as long as your inhale. So that's what's really the grounding element. And I know for me, often when my head is going in 15 different directions and I just can't seem to focus, I need to do this grounding. Or if I'm feeling anxious or my energy just feels really scattered, this is where that grounding breath can really be helpful. And it doesn't take much. We talked last week about every 90 minutes doing 3 things: breathe, move, and hydrate. So here's 3 different breathing techniques you can do. So in through the nose and exhale. So that's for grounding. Now, let's say you're at the end of your day and, we've talked about energy hygiene, and you want to do some kind of breath work that's going to really help clear the energy and allow you to feel refreshed. And by that, I mean like you've just let all of the stagnant energy go. What you can do is called fire breathing, where you are breathing in and out really, really quickly through the nose. So it looks and sounds like this. Now, you want to make sure that you're breathing from your diaphragm and not your chest, right? Because if you're breathing from your chest, you're hyperventilating, and that looks like this. We don't want that. We want low belly. So put your hands on your belly right here. And you can do that for about 30 seconds or so, and it really helps to clear the energy. So that's fire breathing. And it makes you make a really cool face too. And then the third thing I wanted to share with you guys is sort of a variation of the Wim Hof technique. So I don't know if you guys know about Wim Hof, but he's known as the Iceman and literally was able to put himself in extremely cold temperatures and be in like freezing cold water by controlling his breath. So he's really able to control his body temperature, his nervous system, and he remedied his depression just through the power of breath. And his technique is a little bit like fire breathing, not quite as rapid, but at the end of it, you hold your breath. So what you want to do is breathe about, and I did his technique, so I'm not just talking out my ass, guys. I have actually studied with him, but what you want to do is breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and that's where the variation is. He just kind of says breathe, so it could be like, right? But I think breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth is a little bit easier, less likely that you'll hyperventilate. But you're going to do that 30 times, and at the end of that, you're going to hold it for a minimum of 30 seconds. And the more you do it, you can actually hold your breath for longer stretches of time, right? So you're going to go, and notice the breaths are even, so they're even in length, right? You're not rapid breathing like the fire breathing. You're just drawing in through the nose, out through the mouth in equal proportions. And after 30 times of doing that, you're going to hold it. So we can do that together, right? So here we go. I'm just going to count for us. That's 10. That's 20. This is 30. Hold your breath. And let it go. Man, it's totally normal if you're feeling a little lightheaded and kind of seeing stars a little bit, but the benefit of that is it totally warms your body up from the inside out. It gives you this incredible surge of energy and clarity of mind, right? Man, I mean, breathing is just good for the brain anyway. It helps to get oxygen to the brain. But when you do that and you hold your breath at the top and then you let it out, it's like a shot of espresso. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel like I just had a shot of espresso. I remember literally I was driving once very early in the morning. I was actually driving to Pacifica Graduate Institute where I'm going to start graduate school here in the fall. And it was early in the morning and I'd gotten very little sleep and I was so tired and I thought, what can I do? And I was in the middle of this Wim Hof program and I thought, I'm just going to do my Wim Hof breathing, and you want to be a little bit careful if you're driving or something like that because it can make you feel lightheaded. But for me, when I did it, I was very mindful. And then when I held my breath and let it out, it was like, whew, I had a shot of espresso and I was good to go. So there you go, friends. 3 different breathing techniques that you can do. One for grounding, another for clearing your energetic space at night. If you're going to do that fire breathing, it's really nice to do that at night and then kind of calm yourself down with a little reading and journaling. I also have some great guided meditations you can do for energy clearing. So reach out if you want that. And then this third one, the Wim Hof, is like a nice, electrifying shot of energy. So hope that was good for you on a Friday morning. If you're on the East Coast, a little New York love for you here. Love New York. Sending you guys so much light. I know they are really going through it out there. So let's send our prayers and our love to New York. Sending a lot of prayer and love and light to anyone who's dealing with this illness or has loved ones who are dealing with this illness. One of my dear friends and my little sisterhood of circle of sisters from the Enneagram world has a very ill partner, and it might be the COVID-19. He's been sick for about 2 weeks, so really sending him a lot of prayers, and all of you. You know, you're all in my prayers every single night. I send you love and light and aloha from my heart to yours. Namaste. I think we're still live, and I'm trying to end this video.